see.
Okay. Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Hello.
Are we supposed to be seeing it on YouTube? Oh, there we are. Oh,
There we go. Oh, I know.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a lag there.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm just pasting the link in our chat again to remind people.
Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
y'all.
hi.
Oh, I'm going to turn that down. Awesome. That was so fun watching that again.
Yeah.
It really was.
And doing it on YouTube Live. This is our first YouTube Live. And I just loved seeing everybody in the chat. Like, it really made it feel like we're all together.
Yeah, I know.
Definitely connected.
Man.
Okay, we got people coming in. We have about 30. Hi, everyone. Just wait a few minutes.
Yeah. Dang, this chat is active.
Y'all, how are you guys feeling?
It was really emotional seeing it again for the second time.
Yeah.
I was like, tears.
Totally. I mean, it's like a time capsule for you.
It really was. I saw it and I was just like, oh my gosh, do you remember when we could be so close to people?
Yeah.
No.
Shoving people.
Exactly, shoving people.
Can't quite shove people these days.
I know.
Oh, cinematography was beautiful. Thank you, Asaka.
It really was.
Play some music so we can dance. Well, why don't we get started?
Great.
Yeah. Sweet. So, welcome, y'all. For some of you, let's see, 1 second. My Zoom disappeared. Okay. So, hi, I'm Kayla. I'm co-director of FemBeat. And I think on the live stream, Sam is next to me. Sam, hi.
Hey, I'm Samantha, also co-director of FemBeat, and I'm tuning in from Brooklyn. I know a lot of y'all are in Texas watching right now.
Yeah, I'm in Austin.
And then we have Felice with us, who is our subject for the film. Hi, Felice.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Hi, Kayla. So nice to see everybody.
Yes. So we're happy to have this virtual premiere to close out our celebration of Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We've been learning a lot about our histories here at FemBeat and sharing a lot this month, and it's been really awesome. It's been awesome to talk to people in our comments and to, round out the month with this film premiere. This is something we actually filmed in 2018. And so, I'm curious what it was like for you to watch it, Felice. This is a couple years ago by now. I'm sure that things have changed in your life. So can you catch us up on what you've been up to since we filmed this?
Yeah, so I actually retired after we premiered this film in Austin. And I know one of the questions that I got was, what sort of prompted that? And it just, it was time. I had a blast, and you just know when it's time to retire. And one thing that I thought about is, you say yes to a lot of things, and roller derby is a very complex yes, because it's yes to practices, it's yes to your league, it's yes to cross training, which means that you can't say yes to other things, right? Like you only have a limited amount of time. So I wanted to say yes to other things. And so since I retired, I joined the H2 Hose, which is Austin's feminist synchronized swimming team.
I wish we could throw up some photos right now as you're talking.
Yeah. I mean, just exchange the purple for yellow, and that's pretty much it. Which is awesome. You know, swimming is great. And then I was also on the advisory board for Outsider, which is a multidisciplinary arts festival that takes place in Austin in February. So, you know, I'm still around. I'm still hanging out in Austin, still loving stuff. You know, and I'm so thankful that I had that experience with roller derby.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, you mentioned that it's like multiple days a week, so many months out of the year where you're dedicating a lot of time to it. And I really like one thing that you said, which is about how roller derby got you used to being uncomfortable, which is where you feel like change happens. And I have a feeling that that has like strung through your decisions to do H2Os and be on Outsider Fest. And yeah, can you talk about like how that kind of lesson relates to what you're doing now?
I mean, I think we're living it right now, right? Like we're all in quarantine. This is like an online premiere. I mean, you just have to be okay with not being okay. And like that, I think is a really hard lesson. And I think, you know, we're seeing it now is that, you know, a lot of people don't know when the quarantine's going to end. Like, you know, there's a lot of just like shared grief with everything. And, you know, you ultimately, like, this time is teaching me that you are in control of yourself, of how you act, of how you react, and the grace and space that you give people. So I think that that's a lesson that I learned in roller derby, and I hope to carry throughout my rented time here on Earth.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Well, shall we open it up to the chat?
Yeah, do we have some questions to take?
Let's see. I saw a few come in. Let's see. Saw one about the 30 before 30. So I'm seeing one that says, Felice, I'm so interested to know what else was on your 30 by 30 list. And do you have any more bucket list items that you're aiming for?
I'm also curious about this because I was inspired by Felice and wrote a 30 before 30 list. So I'm wondering if there's anything I need to add.
Sure. So on my 30 by 30 list, I saw Nina, who is my best friend's fiance. This is Mark Sylvester. Maybe I shouldn't say his government name. Anyway, Mark's favorite movie is The Godfather, and I never saw it. And so that was one of the things, right, is seeing this movie, reading a classic. Now I'm saying they're all, you know, kind of nerdy. I wanted to go camping. I think that there are some of my friends who are watching now who were with me on my 30th birthday camping trip. We did it over Halloween weekend, and Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I insisted on dressing up. And so we're doing this hike, and I'm dressed as a black angel that was mistaken for a crow. So that was a lot of fun. What are my big bucket list items? I want to visit all 7 continents, which is on hold given the whole global pandemic. Yes. I think that's a big one. So, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm going to add camping over Halloween weekend to mine.
Oh.
I don't think the holiday is really important.
No,
it's just
I meant
more
Halloween.
Like the camping.
Oh yeah, I just love the idea of that. It's like a very spooky time, and then you're putting yourself out in the middle of the woods.
It's spooky.
You just like bring it on.
0 out of 10 would not recommend. Like go over another weekend. But,
0 out of 10. Okay, maybe I'll reconsider.
All right. So
let's see.
Yeah,
so if you guys have some questions, you can put them in the Q&A. I know we've had a couple. I think someone asked about how much do good skates cost.
So
did you answer that one, Felice?
Sure. So a good skates are a lot. They are very expensive. but they cost anywhere between $400 and $600 for like custom skates. But you can get you can get a good starter pair for about $150, $200. So, I know that a lot of people are interested in skating. So, just make sure that you find some that fit your foot.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm seeing another question come through. Did y'all actually go into the rink to shoot the roller derby scenes? Oh, that was fun.
Yeah. I mean, yes and no. Some of that was archival footage, like the Roller Derby World Cup footage with Team Philippines and Team Korea, which they graciously donated.
Yes,
really amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, to the film, but otherwise, we were in there.
It was really funny too because like there were times where like I don't know, there were like the guidelines just like run in and run out, and if like you're in there at that like a certain point, you're like stuck there for like the rest.
There's like a little square that's taped off in the very middle where we just like Kayla had her camera and I was like perched down with my audio, just like following all of the skate sounds.
Oh man, the skate sounds were so fun.
Yeah,
you had a lot of fun with that, Sam.
Yeah, but we had somebody there that was kind of helping us out, like directing us. Yeah.
I think it was the photographer too that was helping out. That was really like so nice of him. He was so cool.
Yeah.
Great. Let's see. All right. Another question was, what was something you were surprised to learn about roller derby once you were in it? That's a good question.
Oh my gosh. So many things. I think, if you want to do something that you'll do it. Like I remember being dog tired at the end of the day, like after a work day. And you make time, for things that are important to you. And for almost 10 years, roller derby was so important to me. So, I made time to like go to practice. I made time to, skate outside, that you actually have a lot more time if you are focused and you are determined to do something.
And I love the idea of making time, because we can't make time, but it's like this beautiful effort that we go for whenever something means enough to us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I like this question. Were there mainly Filipino Americans in Team Philippines, or were there a lot of skaters from the mainland? And I think someone else also asked, were they like first gen, second gen? Any idea about that?
So a lot of, so we actually didn't have any skaters from the Philippines, from the mainland, because there are no active roller derby teams. So a majority of my teammates were from the US. I have Filipino Canadian teammates from Toronto and British Columbia, I think maybe. We had some people from Australia and England. So Filipinos from all over.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It really was great. And just hearing that again, I remember that feeling of just being surrounded by other Filipinos because there's not a ton of us here in Austin.
Yeah. I feel like I would have been emotional all the time.
Oh yeah.
After the game with Korea, I was just crying, because it's just so, even now, like when I was watching it, I was like, I did have a jersey with my mom and dad's name on it.
Yeah. Do you still have that?
Sweet. I do. Yeah. I do. Yeah.
I love the design.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Frogmouth for making that. Yeah. Thanks.
Why don't we take one or two more from the audience, and then I have a question I want to ask too.
Sure.
All right. Let's see what's coming through.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
A fun little one. What's the weirdest place that you've ever skated?
Oh my gosh.
Any weird
weirdest
places?
place I've ever skated. Where are weird? Actually one of my most favorite places to skate, Texas Rollergirls used to skate in the Pride Parade every year in Austin, and they close off everything. And so actually, I skated on the Congress Bridge here in Austin. For those of you who aren't local, it's like where the bats go. It's a pretty high traffic area. They shut it down. And so we were skating on South Congress, just back and forth. And it was incredible.
Wow.
And that was really awesome.
At night too? Were there bats out?
At dusk. At dusk in the golden hour. Yeah.
Beautiful.
No bats.
No
Thank
bats.
goodness.
No bad activity.
No bats pooping on you.
Exactly. That's the last thing I need is to trip over bat poop. I'm trying to skate free.
Yeah, tripping over bat poop. Oh my god. I mean, it's so tiny though. Could you really trip on it?
I mean, it's gross and squishy.
I guess like you're trying to dodge the bat.
You could just be like,
yeah.
And itself is a tripping hazard.
Exactly.
Tripping or slipping. One of those. Let's see. PJ asks, what was it about roller derby that made you put it on your list in the first place?
Honestly, it was Whip It. Whip It came out around the same time that I tried out. And I had always roller skated since I was a little kid. And I'd seen roller derby and it just looked like something fun. And again, like, you know, I remember being, I know that I know that there are some of my work people on here. It wasn't that job. It wasn't this job that I'm currently in, but my job before this. I was sitting and I was really bored. I have to make that caveat. And I was really bored, and I just like there has to be something. There has to be something else, and it just looked like a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I can roller skate. Sure, why not?
That movie sold me too. I was like, this is like Austin.
Yeah.
I think when did that come out though? I think I wasn't 21 yet, and the roller derby league has like a 21 rule. I know.
Oh my god. I was a child. I was 7 years old when that movie came out.
I think I might have been 7. Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up after this. Might just be making that up. Did not expect this to take a turn into the hazards of bat poop. Me neither, yeah. Shauna.
That was Felice.
Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to thank everybody for being here and hanging out with us. There's like about 50 of you. Real quick, if you don't mind, could you just hit the subscribe button? We're trying to get our YouTube subscriber numbers up. So please subscribe. And
before we go, can I say one thing?
Oh, for sure. Okay, before the last question.
So it is my friend Lisa's birthday. She's hanging out in the Oakland area. And so I wanted to wish her a happy birthday. And thank you for spending your birthday with me. And I miss you and I hope I see you soon.
Yeah, that's so special. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Okay, happy birthday. So, you know, we started this by talking about AAPI month, and I wanted to open up the conversation about that. How has your AAPI month been? Have you learned anything that you want to share? Is there anything that you want to talk about related to that?
Sure. I think there are a couple of things, more just logistically. Since shelter in place happened, my mom was actually visiting. So I've been quarantining with her and my sister. So it's been really awesome. You know, you run out of things to talk about. You can only ask about your day, like the first 30. So the next part has just been, you know, just asking her about like when she grew up and like all of those just sort of like natural storytelling that I don't think we usually have time to have. You know, I also learned a lot about, I've been cooking more Filipino meals. I've been pickling Asian vegetables. It's called achara. So that's been fun. And, you know, just to acknowledge the heaviness, I think just with everything that's going on and sort of the events of the last few days is just, you know, what as an Asian American, you know, can I do, you know, with everything and like contributing to like the Black Lives Matter movement and just, you know, it's not just enough to be against racism. It's like being like, you know, anti-racist and just sort of like doing my own homework around that and figuring out how I can be a better ally and advocate to my Black friends, because what's going on right now is fucking awful. So
Awful.
yeah.
Yeah, what's been going on with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery. This is really hard. And this month, like, because of resources that are online right now, I've really been getting to learn a lot about our histories, like Asian American histories, in fighting alongside, you know, Black Power movements. And it's really been in the context of like how hate crimes and racism and xenophobia are rising against Asians because of COVID.
Absolutely.
But now we're also seeing like the loss of so many Black lives, and it's really hard, because even with the racist attacks that are awful, like people being like doused with acid and just beaten and stabbed, like there still hasn't been any deaths that I know of Asian hate crimes.
I mean, I think after all of this is over, or not over, but just at a different part, like I think the FemBeat account in honor of this month, posted a picture of like yellow peril supports
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther, I think it's that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's so true. And I think that we just have to go back to that. And it's just not enough to say, there's the model minority myth and all of that. And it really is just like dismantling like just racism and oppression, and recognizing that it keeps all of us down.
Yeah.
And the quicker we band together and, take it apart bit by bit, I think we'll all be better for it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we really need to learn. We need to like learn what people, like what organizations are doing and have been doing, for like Black Lives Matter, for like prison abolition, and, not try to reinvent the wheel here. Like there's such a wealth of information out there that we can like go for. And me and Kayla actually put together a list of resources that we want to drop in the chat here, like places that you can either donate or places where you can learn. So I'm going to copy and paste that now. And these are from a really great Instagram account at Mimi Ju Shi Yuan. I'll also drop that where we got this list. Oh, wow. Yeah. It has like a 200 character count.
I can drop the Instagram link like directly to the post.
Oh, sure. That works too.
Okay.
But yeah, basically on this list, there's some funds for like George Floyd's Memorial, Minnesota Freedom Fund, I Run with Maud Fund, and Justice for Breonna Taylor. And there's also some workshops that have already happened, but you can watch them. There's one with Bufu, that's Black and Asian Solidarity in NYC, What We've Learned. A workshop by Black Women Radicals and Asian American Feminist Collective called Black and Asian American Feminist Solidarities, a reading list. Love a reading list. And also a great Medium article that I'm sure a lot of you have seen circulating by Michelle Kim, the 20+ allyship actions for Asians to show up for Black community right now. So yeah, there's so much anger and sadness, and we need to direct it. We need to learn for ourselves and take action in different ways, like donating money, having conversations with family members, friends.
Definitely. Oh, please.
Aww.
Hi. Sorry.
Hi. It's okay.
Internet.
I love this comment we just got. The Asian American series on PBS illustrates the collaboration across Black, Brown, and Indigenous communities.
Yes. That is from my colleague, Taisha, who, you know, she does way more teaching than she should ever have to do. But yes, listen to Taisha, whatever she says in the chat, +1.
Awesome. +1. Also reiterating that Michelle Kim is everything. Great.
Oh.
Wow. I think to round it out, one more thing we can talk about is just like how we all met, how you guys met. I love the story of how you guys met.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can y'all talk about that?
Yeah. Oh man, when was it? Was this 2017?
It was 2017, actually.
Oh my God, it was 2017.
Yeah.
So I had been invited to a Filipino talent showcase, I think at the Hideout, or what
Yep.
currently is the Hideout. And I remember, yeah, like Felice told a story about match against Team Korea in the roller derby World Cup. And I remember like thinking you were such a captivating storyteller, and just like how interesting and cool you were, like up there talking. And oh my God, I think I introduced myself to you afterwards because I was just like, Sam, we need to talk to this person. Like,
yes, I remember the text messages.
Yeah, I think I text messaged you.
They were in all caps.
It was an all caps text message, so it was definitely very important. And yeah, and it was really cool to just like reach out and get started with like talking to you and exploring more of like the roller derby world. So like,
yeah,
thank you so much for it was just really cool with another Filipino in Austin. Like, yeah,
I know. Well, we have a Tagalog club, so you should join if you want to. But I know that one of the questions from another colleague was just like, can you tell us a little bit of what FemBeat does and like any of your upcoming projects and what's next on your list?
Oh, us?
Oh, yeah?
What?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I never know where to begin with what we're doing. Where should we start?
Well, I mean, first of all, we're like a feminist storytelling platform. You know, we started off in documentary. I think it was like the main medium that we really like gravitated towards in college when we were in film school.
Yeah.
And since like we're starting to think about doing narrative, Kayla has like written an entire movie. And you know, we're gonna hopefully be producing a short of that. About like, yeah, well, you should talk about it briefly, or I could just say it's about Filipino girlhood, right?
Yeah, in Southeast San Diego in the mid-2000s, so very specific time and place, and interesting stuff. Look at Paradise Hills. It's my neighborhood that I grew up in, and it's really a really cool Filipino community there. So, yeah, and then Sam's thesis.
Oh yeah. So I'm in grad school and I just finished my pre-thesis semester going into thesis, and my project is about Asian American femmes and mental health. The statistics are pretty wild when it comes to this community, and I personally relate a lot as I've had some mental health struggles for about a decade. And yeah, young Asian American women are the highest demographic of people that are depressed in the US. And Asian Americans also have suicide as one of the top causes of death, which is the only ethnic minority group that actually has that as a cause of death at all. And also report really low, it's just like, yeah, really low numbers of actually seeking mental health services, like traditional ones. And so my project is identifying Asian American femmes in the US who have been doing transformational work, highlighting them in a zine, and sharing kind of resources that people can do on their own or in group work. So that's been really cool to try out like a completely new medium, and how can we, you know, like, it's just thinking about like, what is the issue what am I trying to do? What story am I trying to tell? And what medium is the best for that, instead of just staying within documentary. And we've also been leveling up our business side. Since our fundraiser, we were able to become an LLC, and we started doing some client work. So it's great to be making money, because for years we did this completely for free. And we have a couple of documentaries that we've started filming and have filmed, and we're just finding the story and editing. So we have a lot going on.
Yeah, quite
yeah. Thank you for asking. I know.
Of course.
Oh, I love FemBeat. Oh, thank you, Haley. Go FemBeat. Oh, Francis. I love all the love. Oh my gosh, this is really cool.
I'm like playing with a weird plastic thing. Hi.
Get that money. Oh yeah, we should drop. So we're so bad at like asking for you guys to subscribe and donate to us, but we do have a link. We're fiscally sponsored by Motion Media Arts Center, so we're just gonna drop a link. If you want to donate, please do. Let me see, I'm trying to find that right now. Here we go. Here it comes. There we go. Did it. So yeah, Austin Film School. And yeah, you can donate there to support us and our business and our films. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Because whenever you do that, you can tell more stories.
Exactly. We can keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart's very like glowy and warm right now.
Good.
You know,
no, it's really lovely to see like community gather, especially in these times, to talk about hard things and to celebrate like you, Felice. Like you've been so awesome to like know and be around, and so it's really cool to see the turnout and
Thanks.
all these lovely people in the chat.
No, I know. I've loved working with you, Felice, and like I think people can tell in those promos, like we have fun when we get together.
We do.
Yeah,
We do. Yeah.
Oh,
they say we don't see the link. I guess, can you drop it, Kayla, since it's under Samantha Skinner instead of FemBeat.
let's see.
Oh, look at everybody looking for the link. It's so nice. Y'all are the best.
Wait. Okay, wait. I'm trying to dig it up. It's like in Firefox, but 1 second.
Oh.
Wait.
You want me to put it in the other one?
Oh, here it is. Okay. Thank you. I'll go and be able to. Here's the link, y'all. Bam.
Link.
Got it.
Link.
I
know, so fucking
Dreamwork
sweet.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. This was really cool. I really like this YouTube Live and integrating Zoom into YouTube.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Thank you to everybody who watched and who asked questions.
Yeah.
I will go through the chat later and thank everybody, but yeah, I really appreciate it.
Great Thursday night.
Yeah.
Aww. Okay. Well, this feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and end it here.
All right.
I love both of y'all. This was so fun.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for being here. And now the video is up. It's on the internet. So share it. Please share it with your friends and
again.
Meme it.
Yeah.
Meme it. I want to be a meme.
Let's make some memes.
I've already been a Bitly. Let me be a meme.
Yes.
That's the CTA here. Let's make Felice a meme.
Yeah.
I've been a Bitly. Now make me a meme.
That's a call to action.
Okay.
Support FemBeat, meme Felice.
CTA.
Got that? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, y'all.
Okay.
Again.
Bye, y'all. Take care.
Good night. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.